verify 2 Bentleys and 2 Mercedes-Benz. I can verify 1 business. And that business was created to try to sell the book Seriosity, The Real Audacity of Hope, in which Larry Brown wrote down our story of lifesavers several years ago. Okay, I do not believe the business has done any other business except to produce that book in a limited edition and sell it to all of you people. We had a meeting out there in San Jose at one time to sell it, okay? But the rest has to have some truth to it. How much and how little, that's up to you to decide. It's not up to me. All I can do is tell you what I've been told and let you know that the other pieces I cannot verify. And that's important. What you can verify and what you can't are 2 different things. And please, please, please take a look at those things and make your own decisions. I'm going to have a meeting on July 2nd at 2 p.m. That is on a Saturday, the week after Memorial Day weekend, at 1066 Linda Vista Avenue. In that meeting, I do not describe what Larry Brown did. I tell you where our case stands in honest details of exactly what happened. We're going to go over the 2 court hearings that we've had after that point. The one that we just had on the 17th, the one we're going to have on the 24th. I'm going to tell you that Larry Brown is doing an amended complaint, which means to add information to our complaint and refile it as an amendment. Not to dismiss our case and refile it, but just add information that has been collected through the years to our complaint against the banks. I'm going to tell you that Larry Brown claims that he's in negotiation with the bank. What I know about that negotiation is the following. I've spoken to our lawyer, and I got this information direct from him, not from Larry Brown, not from Niall Johnson, our lawyer, Brian Jacobs. The banks sent a letter to Siren. Siren is the law firm handling the appeal. They're not in our superior court, they're not in our main case, they're just handling the appeal. The letter requested that we dismiss this issue of an injunction. The injunction is nothing more than a request of the banks to stop selling our homes of individuals that have not lost those homes. That is what an injunction is. In that letter, they asked us to dismiss it. That was it. There was no money involved. There was nothing else involved. It was just asked to dismiss that portion of our case, which is a tiny piece. Our case is big like this. That's a tiny piece of it. It's like taking a pebble out of our case and dealing with that issue, okay? We sent a letter back to them saying that we would only dismiss it basically if they settled with us. That is as far as any negotiation has gotten. And that happened last month. And that is it. And I have spoken to Brian Jacobs as recently as yesterday on Saturday. Do we know what day Saturday was? Saturday, the 19th. This is the last time I spoke to Brian Jacobs, was May 19th, 2018. He was collecting information for that amended complaint. He was collecting information on the trust, the mortgage-backed security trust. If you come to the meeting, I will show you where I sent him back the information and where Larry Brown accepted the information and thanked me, because he sent me an email saying, "Thank you, Dawn." So don't assume that Larry Brown is telling you everything. Question what you know. And ask yourself, does it make sense? Rose Flores, which you have been told, according to Larry Brown's call last Thursday, according to him, said that she is a scammer and she's a fake. Let me tell you something about Rose Flores. She has spent the last 15 years feeding people. She has a legitimate 501(c) corporation. She has been working with many projects to help the homeless, to help educate young leaders, and to feed a whole village of people so that their children can go to school and graduate. This is who she is. She is not a faker, she is not a schemer, and she isn't a person who's going to steal something. She is a person who stepped up to the plate to come up with a system so that the homeowners group who formed to collect this money to pay those things could have accountability, could have clarity of mind of what they are paying, and know that those expenses are being paid for lifesavers and lifesavers only. And anybody's welcome to come in and see the books. Anybody is welcome to go out and check the files. As long as you make an appointment with Angie Cardoza and Walter Newmeyer, you're welcome to go verify that the files exist. I don't have a problem with those things. Okay? So that's all I have to say for now. But note this. Ask yourself this question. If our attorneys haven't been paid in 6 months to a year, that's Brian Jacobs. If the rent hasn't been paid in storage for 6 months, if Nigel Johnson's rent hasn't been paid, then where did the money go? I will let you decide those answers. I have my own answers, but I cannot tell you what those answers are because only you can come up with those answers yourself by investigating and doing your own thorough research of the issue. My only goal is to save our files, to push the lawyers to still be there, to collect the money to make sure that the rents are paid when they need to be paid, and to make sure that there's money to get the lawyers down to our court case when we need to do it. And if we can collect enough money to take over paying those lawyers so that they don't leave us. But that's down the road. Right now it's just rent and travel to Fresno for our cases. Thank you.